Hello, everyone. How are you? Trying to get organized here. I thought I turned the volumes down on these things. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, family. I hope everybody's holiday season is going well. All righty. Welcome to Pick-3 at a Glance. Oh, welcome, Arizona. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, family and viewers and first time and subscribers. Um, Thank you for showing the channel some love today. Appreciate it. So, what we have here with Pick-3 at a Glance, I always start with facts, uh, and that's how I got in the winner circle, is looking for the numbers. Hey, Sooner, how are you? Glad to have you with us today. Welcome, family. Okay, so I start with this 1,000 sheet here so I can explain why I only do Pick-3 and specialize in nothing but Pick-3, because it's trackable, teachable, and doable. I don't do Pick-4s and I don't do Pick-5s because I can't track those. Pick-4s has 10,000 numbers and Pick-5s have 100,000 numbers. So my energy would be wasted on those. But my energy that I apply to Pick-3, I can track 1,000 numbers on paper and understand what's going on with them. Okay? Another thing I always start off with, OPPB: be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. Winning Pick-3 in itself is a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing out there that's going to show you what's coming the next day, the next month, the next 2 months, the next 3 months, because the numbers are random. They're unpredictable. You can have a Pick-3 number that 1, 2, 3 not show up for 15 years, which I know numbers that haven't showed up in Missouri for 15 years. So the only thing we have to our advantage to give us a little edge, a pretty good edge, is using the law average to track the 1,000 numbers. You can't use a law average with 10,000 numbers and track them. You can't use a law average with 100,000 numbers and track them. Pick-3 is the only one we can do this with, as long as they're not using that AI and getting around the law average with us. And, I can't say they are or not, but there's a probability that they could use that uh, electronically. But as long as they're pretty much not using that, and I haven't seen that so much with the wild ball, it takes a little longer for the numbers to show up, but they do when I play them. Okay, I just posted a short where I hit the 928 in Illinois today evening, and I specialize in evening. Hi, Barb, how you doing? But I can't tell everybody. I'm more seasoned, so I might see something that I can't predict on this channel for everybody, but I do the best I can, and people are doing real well in Illinois with my predictions. But I can't show all the numbers that I predict or that I play, because something could hit me right away that I overlooked, and then I have to play it. And I have the advantage of playing in Illinois online. So it ain't like I got to put no clothes on, go to the store, and play. I can put it in the last 10 minutes, and it comes out. So that's one advantage of being in Illinois, because they have a great website for you to play online. I mean, it's good. So that's just something that's. But if you follow me and you tracking your own numbers for your own state, you'll develop a skill set also to winning. And like I say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But you have to track your numbers. You're going to have to track your numbers, and that's what this whole system is about. I've been on YouTube for 2 years now, and I've had pretty good results and good responses from a lot of people by tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And like I say, the numbers are random. These are 1,000 numbers. You got 365 days out of the year, and all you're going to get is a third of those 1,000 numbers every year. That's why it's imperative that you tracking your own numbers for your own state. And they're going to be all different in all the states. So that's why I don't use the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, the root sums, the mirrors, all those different strategies, because I'm only looking at a third of the numbers that might come in. But with Pick 3 at glance, I track all 1,000 numbers. So with this 1,000 numbers here, one year you'll get this third of the numbers. The next year you get this third of the numbers to come exact. The next year you get this third of the numbers to come exact. So there's no way to predict what number's coming. Okay, you have to track the actual 1,000 numbers, working with the law average, and see how long it's been since a number failed to know how to play it. Just like that 928, I knew that 92 failed in January. That was over a year. See what I'm saying? But I have some things put together that I can do that. I have a laptop that I can do that in a matter of no time. So that's something to look at. All right, but you won't need that. You won't need that. You can go back and track with the Pick 3 at glance strategy. If a 9-2, how long it been since that number came out. If you tracking, like I say, OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, and track your own numbers for your own state. So you could see that a 9-2 only came out one time on the front side for a whole year if you look at using and putting your numbers together. It's fairly simple to do that. And it took me looking and learning. And I've learned, I taught myself how to use my own workouts. What can I say? I don't even know how I came up with it, but I knew I wasn't winning. I knew something wasn't adding up because I was looking at books. I was studying hard. I was doing everything I could to win better, and nothing seemed to work for me. So I said, I'm going to put my own system together. And that's what I did. And I know I can teach it to everybody in any state. And if they use it, they will receive some decent results. So what we have here, like I said, I just start off with these 1,000 numbers. They're random, they're unpredictable, and you have to track all 1,000 numbers to win. Other than that, it's going to be luck, pretty much. All right. So what I did, I took 22 numbers. That's the first workout I started off with. I took 22 numbers of these 1,000 numbers here. And these 22 numbers, I call these base numbers. All right. These are the singles and these are the doubles. And they make up all these 1,000 numbers in 22 columns. You can track them, okay? And what I did with these 22 numbers here, let me make sure you can see them. I know I'm looking. I have to make sure you all can see. I had eye surgery, so bear with me through some of this. And I have to make sure I can see better to make sure you all seeing what I'm looking at. Okay? And these are, I call them base numbers. And there's no some people else might use a number, but these are all in numerical order, like this, all in numerical order. And I did the 1-1 rundown on them. If you don't know what the 1-1-1 rundown is, I'll show you here in a minute. This 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, and 037. These are single numbers. They can come 6 different ways. Okay? To make 12 columns of the singles. And that's all you got to know is how to use those 12 columns. And then with the doubles and the triples, it's 10 numbers. You do the 1-1-1 rundown, and that's 001. Can you see that? Yeah. I think you can, yeah. That's 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, 011, 022, 033, and 044. But 044. All right. Now, I did the 1-1 rundown on those. That combined all these 1,000 numbers where I can find what column out of 22 columns instead of looking at all the numbers, where they fell off at. Let's see. Now, and that's called strategy number 1. And see where I typed them in. I did this longhand, believe me. This was not this neat when I started. I did everything by pencil and paper until I got a computer and figured out how to do that and put it together. Okay. I know some people they doing programming in their computers and stuff too with these sheets, and it's working for them. But so if you ain't got to wait to get nothing fancy, just write the numbers out and do the 1-1 rundown on them to get the 12 columns for the singles. Can you see that? And I'm going to show you how to do the 1-1 rundown here in a minute. Okay? Don't worry about this yet. We're going to get to this. Now, and these are the singles. Here are the doubles that I just showed you. Right here. You're going to do those, the base numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on them. And you're going to have the 10 columns for the doubles. That's all you got to look at right now. Okay, now we're going to go into how to do the 1-1-1 rundown on the 9-2-8. Congratulations, everybody hit that 9-2-8 Illinois evening draw. Okay, congratulations. We just, okay. Now here, how we do the 1-1-1 rundown. You're gonna do the 1-1-1. This is called, they can make 1,000 different rundowns, make this a number here. They can make this number here anything to do a rundown with. And if you've been around a while, you'll see that. Okay? And it's the 9-2-8. 9-2-8. We're doing the 1-1 rundown to create the column that I just showed you here. Okay? So we're going to do, this is the winning number that came in for the day. That we're doing the 1-1 rundown on it. And we're going to do, at 1 to 9, you get 10, but in lottery math, you don't use the 1 on the left-hand side, you just use the 0. And you go 0. And then you count straight, it basically counts straight down. At 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you're going to get 8. I draw a line here. And 1 to 8, you get 9. You don't need to go any further because all these numbers are going to do is just repeat themselves. Okay? Now here you add 1 to the 2, you're going to get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you're going to get 7. 1 to 7, you're going to get 8. 1 to 8, you're going to get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10 again. You just do 0, count straight down. Then 1 to 0, you get 1. And then 1 to 1, you're going to get 2. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly. That's why I use the 1-1-1. It's easy to catch a mistake if you make it. Same thing here with the 8. 1 to 8, you're going to get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get the 0 again, and you're going to just count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you're done. Same, when you get the same number at the bottom, you have at the top, you add it correctly. Now, remember these base numbers I told you about? When you do the 1-1 rundown, and it's in these singles here, one of these base numbers will be in the rundown. It might not be in this order because remember, these are all numerical. And it's only 12 of them. You only have to remember these 12 numbers. And you're going to look for them in this rundown. One of these numbers will always one of these numbers will always be in the rundown. Okay? One of these numbers here will always be in that rundown if it's a single or a double. All right? Now, another thing to look at here, each one of these numbers have a 0 in them. Okay? So when you're looking for one of these numbers, all you got to do is find the ones that have a 0 in it. And you'll memorize these little numbers because they're all in numerical order. The only thing a little bit out of different is the you go from 027 to 037. But it's 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018. Then from 018, you go 024, 025, 026, 027. Then you got that 37. It's kind of a little out there as an oddball, as a base number. But that makes up the 1,000 numbers. Now here. So you're going to go down your column where you found, look for your base number. And right here, I know it's the 140. Okay, that's the base number, and I'm gonna go to it to the sheet here. Find 014 on the singles. See this sheet here? You're going to go to column 014. Can you see it? And you go down to 014 and you're going to find the 928. Might not be in the same order, but it's going to be in the column. Here it is right here. So for the month, I know that 2 numbers fell off of this column that came in as one of the winning numbers. The 903 and the 892. All right? You'll always be able to find the winning number in the rundown. The only difference that's going to be, unless the winning number is one of the base numbers. Okay? So if the winning number, say the 013 came in, you would just mark off that 013, whatever the base number is, so you can keep track. All right? Now, because all these numbers can come, the singles can come 6 different ways. Just like it was 014, this is one of the ways it could come, just a different number, okay? Like 014 can come 6, all these numbers in these columns can come 6 different ways. So each one of these columns represents 60 numbers. You're not looking just at 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers. Because this the number that came in was the 928. It could come 928. It could come 982. It can come 298. It can come 289. It also can come 829 and 892. See that? Any of these numbers can come these 6 different ways here in those 1,000 numbers. That's what they call combination of numbers. Okay? That's why some people play straight box. What it is, this, if they had this 829, if they had got it like that, that would have been the jackpot. They don't want a jackpot for this. If they betted 50 cents, which in Illinois is $250. Okay? But most people want to bet straight box. They want to ensure that any way of these 6 ways this number come in, they'll win something. and in Illinois it's $40. So they'll make a 50-cent bet on the opposite side. Let's say 50 straight, $50. 50 straight, $50. That way, if they don't get the straight, the 928, at least they'll get one of these 6 numbers and get the $40. If they don't get they'll get the 2. And if it comes in straight box, here and they'll get the 250 on this side for the jackpot part, because it's $500 divided in half. And then they'll get the 40 on the box for 50 cents. Okay? Because for 50 cents, it's only $40, but for a dollar box, it would be $80. Hi, Teresa. Hello. Good morning. Glad to have you with us. And see, that's what people mean by straight box or combination. It's kind of ensuring that if you don't know exactly that it's going to come 928, then you want to get something out the deal when you bet. You're going to make sure you cover yourself with all the numbers, possible numbers or ways it could come. Okay? And the same way with the doubles. Doubles can come 3 different ways. Like 112. It can come as 112, 211, and 121. So that's to ensure your bet that you cover any way that number come, you win. And then triples, they only could come one way. And say it's triple zeros. There's no combination. No combo or ensuring it. You got to get it this way. You have to get it as triple zeros, or you lose. Period. That's why I don't really invest in triples. But when I do invest in them, I'm pretty sure I know I'm going to get them. Okay. Like in Illinois, I have a reason to think and know that 888s are going to come in. But like I say, all the numbers are random. So I ain't going to go bank, put all my money in, sell my house and put on 888s, okay? I ain't doing that one. So don't say I told y'all go bank, sell your house and put them on 888s. What I'm telling you to do is track the numbers, build a skill set, and know what's going on with the numbers. And I wouldn't do that anyway. Don't sell the ranches on 888s. I put a little decent money in on it, but I don't bet a whole lot. I usually reinvest the money when I done won and I'm ahead. I ain't putting the light bill, gas bill, telephone bill, house note, none of that into the numbers. Been there, done that, y'all. And I ain't blaming nobody if you get caught up like that. I'm here to help you get out the hole. No. But first thing I'm going to tell you, if you're in a hole, stop digging. And I know it's hard because I really enjoy playing pick. I think if I had $100 million, I'd still probably mess around with PICK-3 because I enjoy it as a game. And I know it's winnable and doable. Okay? But I am not going to put myself in a financial bind trying to win. That's not what you want to do. Take your time. Like I say, this is winning PICK-3 is a marathon. It's set up against you, not for you to win, but for you to lose. And like I say, it takes 3 years for those 1,000 numbers to rotate out. So the only thing the law average do is give you somewhat of an edge to winning, and the PICK-3 at a glance strategy is set up for you to track the actual 1,000 numbers so you know what's going on with them and how to play them. Okay? And build a strategy and a skill set, which you can do if you can track all 1,000 numbers. Now, and the win, this is what you have to do. These are things you're going to need to know to win about any number you play. If you don't know why you're playing a number, Don't play it. And the only way you're going to know why you playing that number is tracking and working with these here. The first thing you got to know is, let's say the 928 that came in. First, you want to know possibly, and you will pretty much, you will know if you're tracking the actual, the last time this number came in on your sheet, on your tracking sheet, on the workout sheets, okay? You want to go back on your data, like I knew, and you want to know that you want to know the last time the pairs. You got pairs. This number here has three separate numbers, so it's going to have three separate pairs. You want to know what's going on with the pairs of the number that you're invested in. The 9-2 pair. Oh, I ain't going to do it that way. The 29 pair, the 28 pair, and the 98 pair. Or I should, well, let me do this right for you so you know on the sheet what it's going to look like. Let me see something. Yeah, we did do that. 014. Okay, yeah. You want to know the pairs. I'm going to do it the way it's going to be the 28, the 29, and the 89. I'm going to mark these off. These are the pairs. You want to know those pairs. What's going on with these three separate pairs? See that? If it's a double, like 112, it's got two like numbers in it, so it's only going to have two pairs. It's going to have the 11 and the 12 pair. And triples, let's say the triple zeros, is only all of them the same. It's only one number, so it's going to only have one pair, and it would be 00. See that? That would put me together with my strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 here is the single pairs. I was doing fairly well with being able to track the single numbers and on their columns, but I needed to know what was going on when the last time a single pair, one of these single pairs that came in on here. So, or how long it's been since a pair came in. So I said, okay, this is a monthly sheet, just like the 928. I just showed you those pairs here. So what I did is put this triangle together. I don't know how I came up with it, but it works. I knew that I had to have something that I could track and see what was going on with those pairs. So I put this triangle together, and out of those 1,000 numbers, it's 2,710 pairs, possible pairs. But you can track them all with this triangle here. So you got the 28. You got the 28. They came in already for the month. And see here, anything from the previous month, I underline. And see this 2-9 pair hadn't failed. That's why I went to look at it to see when the last time it fell, period, and how it fell on the front or on the back. And I knew that it only fell on the front one side of the whole year. That's why I played it. So whenever a number don't play 1 month, the law average plays catch up on all the numbers. The law average plays catch up on all the numbers. So you have to see what they're doing and play catch up. So I knew that 29 hadn't failed, so I researched back and found out it hadn't failed in the whole year, almost, because it only failed in January on the front. So I picked it up, and made it put it in my bucket list. So you got the 29. So you got 29 and 28, and then you have the 89. It's the first time that 89 played all month. See, at a glance, I know what's going on with these numbers. No tic-tac-toe, no date sums, no root sums, no workouts and rundowns I do. It's all done in my head because I'm looking at it. Okay? And here's the 89. Now, I know it fell for the month. And see, at a glance here, that's why I'm saying here about the triple eights coming for the month, because the 88 front and the 88 back hadn't failed since January. 88 front hadn't failed at all for the whole year. The 88 back only failed once in January. So we hit the 885 and the 884. See what I'm saying? You have to track to get in the winner's circle. There's no way around it. You're just not going to get there with the other strategies. They're only going to give you a third, 30% of what you need to win. Okay? In your state, these numbers are going to be applicable to your state. You have to know what they're going on in your state. Hi, Leda. Glad to have you with us, Grand Rising. You have to track these numbers. And I don't do, like I say, that's why I don't do pick fours and pick fives, 10,000 numbers. I have no method or no way of teaching that where people can understand it. Pick five, 100,000, no method, no way I can help people understand how to play that. But I can explain this to you over and over again till you get it. You know, I can do that. But I can't explain no 10,000 numbers over and over again till you get it, or 100,000. Okay? So, that's how I got to, just yesterday, hit that at 928. All right? Now, yesterday evening. Now, here, same, and I had a number, hadn't played, like a 38 hadn't played for 3 months. Well, 4 months, 128 days. But I wouldn't know that if I wasn't tracking these pairs. And when you track pairs, this is how I play my pairs. Let me show you something. That 92 hadn't failed on the front, and I knew that it had to be due. I started looking at my numbers when they 60 days, depending, 60 days out. 90 days out, I'm looking at these numbers that don't show up. And I knew this 92, I had to check it to see how long it's been. And I knew it only failed once last year in January. I mean, this year in January. How did it fail? 92? What was it? 92? I'm trying to remember what it was, what the number actually was. But I knew it was in January. So when you wheel a number, and I knew that it had to be on the front, I played 920, 921, 922, 923, 924, 925, 926, 927, 928, and 929. So when you wheel the number like this, say straight box or dollar straight, however you want to play it, straight box, then you have to win when you do that, because you're going to get all the combinations here if they put this 9-2 on the front. That's what I call wheeling my numbers. That's how I invested my numbers. Okay, I will later. We'll do that. Okay. See here? This is building. This is something you can put your teeth into. Building a strategy and a skill set. All right? No guessing. No guessing. And you can do it with PICK-3 at a glance on paper. No fancy. Once you do get it down, once you figure out how to do a month sheet, you good to go. You good to go. And here, same thing. I wanted to know what's going on with the single digit code numbers. They did have a thing like what they would do. Let me do another thing here. They would say code digit number 0, 1, 2. Let me make sure y'all can see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so what they were calling code digit numbers, which the code digit numbers, well, if this number came here and this number came and that number came or whatever, when you get through whatever numbers was left, those are the numbers to play. That was okay, I guess, for some people, but I wanted to know more than what the single code number was. If it was code, I wanted to know what position that number was code in. So what I did, I said, okay, let me give myself 3 columns instead of just 1 column to figure out what's going on with the PICK-3 numbers. I did 0, and this strategy number 3 that I came up with. I did 0 to 9, giving myself 3 columns. And just like the 9 to 8 came in, I mark off the 9 in the front, the 2 in the middle, and the 8. See, that's the first time that 8 fell on the back right there. See that? And when I see something like that, that's how I play it. Because I know the likelihood for one of these numbers that's on the back that haven't failed would be the one to fall. That's building a strategy and a skill set. That's from looking. You don't need all those other things because you're looking at the trees and not the forest. Here you're looking at the forest. You know that 8 hadn't fell on the back. So you're going to play 9 to 8 or put a little bit more money on 9 to 8, even though you will it. You ain't guessing what's going on with none of these numbers. Simple strategy. Same way you can win triples. I won 777s in Missouri because what I did, when I checked everything, whatever is left, I carry over to the next month. Because working with the law average, the numbers have to play catch up. They have to. They don't have a choice. Okay? And when I hit the 777s, because and you see stuff that you couldn't imagine if you ain't tracking. Because no 7 fell with no number for 2 months. I thought I had skipped something the previous month. And I went back, I said, wait a minute, I didn't miss anything. And then I was already 60 days into the 7s. So I looked at that third month, I said, oh, it's on with 777s. And they came in. And that's pretty much what I'm going through with the 888s in Illinois here, pretty much. But I know in Illinois, I'm kind of going against the law average because on average, you get only 3 triples to come out a year. We at the end of the year. We've had 4 triples to come out. We had the 5, 6, 7s, and 9s to come out, okay? So I can't, and the numbers are already random, and I'm already knowing I'm going against the average, okay? So I can't guarantee those 8s going to come, but I'd be amiss not to explain it and let everybody know there's a great possibility of them coming out. And yeah, I'm playing the 8s, that's for sure. I'm playing them. But, it depends on what your purse is. Don't try to, like I say, sell a house and play no 888s. It ain't going to work like that. As you can play in Missouri, but I play all the way to the end of the month. I don't get off my numbers that I sign up to play. The very last day of the month, I play them. Because I have, before I knew better and watch how these numbers play, very last day of the month, I say, it ain't going to come. Get off that number and here it come. Because I didn't stick with the law average. Okay. But yeah, so I played 777s on the front, 777s on the back, and everywhere I could play 777s. That's how you do it. And so then here, another thing, on pairs, I showed you the single pairs, which is strategy number 2. I had to add one more thing to make my tracking complete and following the numbers complete. I needed to know what was going on the front pair and the back pair of the numbers. What front pair and back pair. Like I told you that 92 front pair hadn't failed for a whole year almost now. I would have never known that just doing the regular strategies of tic-tac-toe, date sums, and grids and all that. So I came up with another sheet. Okay, another sheet, and it's called the front pair and the back pair. These numbers on the top and bottom are the same. Top and bottom are the same. Okay, so this is a yearly sheet, tracking sheet. So every time a number come in, the 9-2 on the front, I would mark it off. See, it only circled, so that means it only came once. But I mean, that's just to know it came in. You don't have to do all the little added check marks unless you want. But I just do to see how many times a pair that came out on the front or the back. So I mark off the 92 that came yesterday, last night on the front, and the 28. See how many times it came on the back. And it looks like with my little check mark, I can see that it came 3 times for the year on the back. Bam. Okay. So I got everything covered on these workout sheets. I hear you, Morris, and you know it, buddy. And you know it. You see them rolling them eights, man. They messing with us, ain't they, Morris? All around them eights. I ain't studying them. I ain't getting off for them eights, man. They do what they want to do. If they don't come, I ain't gonna be mad at them, buddy. I ain't gonna be mad at them. I know how this game go. I know how this game go. I'm gonna carry them over to next year. I know how the game go. Yeah. All right. On that. Now, since we got the front pair and the back pair, like I said, we have to cover all the bases, and that's all the bases are covered. Like I said, that 9-2 front and the 2-8 back. That's how I hit it. But like I said, I can't tell everybody how my strategy and skill set of the numbers I play. I just showed that. I normally don't want to tell everybody if I didn't show them what playing, but I showed enough in Illinois, and everybody's hit pretty that I know, because they let me know they hit. Let me show you here. These are the numbers I played up for the rest of the year, and I'm telling you, I didn't put up a whole bunch of numbers, and I put these numbers up for November and December. And this is what we hit so far. Everything with a circle, we've hit. And now I'm telling y'all what I'm playing off of here. I'm definitely playing this here. This 128 and a 673. Okay. I'm definitely playing this 137037. You know why? Because the 37's got 3 of them on average. One of these numbers with the 37 should come out. And if they don't, this is part of my daily numbers, my bucket list numbers. I'm going to carry them. Okay? I'm going to carry them. Another one that I'm looking at, let's see, on the doubles. See, all the doubles pretty much hit like I know they would hit. I would, if you want to pick up some of these doubles, these are the one to go with. And the reason why I did that, I didn't show you guys about opposite numbers. So let's get to these numbers are all opposite numbers of each other. And I'm explaining what opposite numbers are and how to look at them for them on the sheet. We're going to do that, okay? We're going to do that. Opposite numbers. They call them mirror and sister numbers, but I got away from that because people on the internet be calling mirrors and sister numbers, and they don't be even right. I just call them actual opposite numbers. So here's a number line: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, to get the bottom numbers, you're going to do add +5 to the top numbers, and you're going to get 5. 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get. I mean, no. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you're going to get 7. 5 to 3, you're going to get 8. 5 to 4, you're going to get 9. So basically, what it is, the 1,000 numbers sheet that we have. Okay, the 1,000 number sheet here. Let's say we just divided them in half. Bam. That's what you're looking at. That's why I say this side is opposite this side, and this side is opposite this side. The high numbers and the low numbers are opposite numbers actually of each other. Okay? Now, a 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3. 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. So let's say you got the triple zeros, top number to the 499. Bottom numbers is 500 to 999. Okay? Are the PICK-3 numbers. So if you played 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, they just played an exact opposite number of what you was playing, or vice versa. If you played 7, 8, 9, and the lottery played 2, 3, 4, they just played the exact opposite number of what you was playing, or vice versa. Or if you was playing a double, like 1, 1, 2, and they played 6, 6, 7. 6, 6, 7. They just played the opposite number of what you're playing. 1 out of 6, 6 out of 1. 2 out of 7, 7 out of 2. Or if you played triple zeros and they played triple fives, they played the exact opposite. That's what I mean. The numbers are exact opposite of each other. And that's how this picture of the glass sheet is set up for winning. All the numbers on all the columns are opposite of each other. And any of these columns can take 60 to 90 days to hit. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for columns that ain't hit in 60 to 90 days. I'm not just playing numbers to play numbers. I'm working with the law average because the law average has to play catch up. If a column ain't hit in 60 to 90 days, the law average is going to go into that column. See these arrows here? See here? This column didn't fall last month. There's 014, but it came back and picked up these numbers here off of this column. This is what you can study to build a skill set to win. And you got to realize all these numbers come, you're not looking at just 10 numbers, you're looking at 60 numbers because all these numbers can come 6 different ways. So these numbers are opposite of each other. See here, this 014, the opposite of it is 569. See it there? Right in the column. The 125, the opposite of it is 670. Right there. 236 is 236 is 781. 781, okay? 347, 892. There it is. And then the 4, 5, 8 is opposite is 903. What you're looking for here, if you got a column that you know ain't hit in 60 to 90 days, you want to find that number and its opposite and see if neither one fail. Okay? And you want to play those two for sure off the column. If you don't, I'll play the whole column 50-cent box. So I know something won't fall off that column. I'll get something. I might not get it exact unless I know what number it might come exact off of here. And I'll tell you on these sheets here, the way I got these numbers lined up, most of the time they come just like they are on the sheets. Somehow, I don't know why they do it, but they do. So when I play something like this, I'll play them exactly like they are on the columns, plus the other way that I might studied and seen to play. All right? And that's what I mean about here. All these numbers for the whole year were opposite of each other in November and December. November, December, and January are my most winning months. And if you go back and look at my videos and my shorts, I showed you, I think I put about 4 or 5 tickets I got from emails from the Illinois lottery that I won. Those, and that's just some of them. So those are my winning months because I've tracked my numbers all year. I'm not playing all these different numbers year and jumping on and off numbers and trying to figure out what numbers is coming the next day. That ain't how it's set up. It's set up for you to lose and not for you to win. The only thing you have to your advantage is a slight advantage is the law of average to winning. See here? That's why I'm playing these because it's 3 of them for the whole year with a 3-7 and came off each other. And all these numbers are opposite each other. 1 out of 6, 6 out of 1, 2 out of 7, 7 out of 2, and 8 out of 3, 3 out of 6. And this is the only pair that's opposite each other for the whole year that ain't failed. How do I know that? Because I'm studying and tracking. I ain't looking for nobody to give it to me. Teamwork make the dream work. You do the work, I got you do the food. When you come, you ask questions that I can answer, I can help. But once you, it take you, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks or something to get it together and understand it because it's really not that complicated. Once you realize, you can be new, but the numbers are, everything's set up. The worksheets are set up. Everything's set up for you to use. Right down here is the front pair, back pair numbers. See here? I know that this 17 front pair ain't filled, and this 37 front pair ain't filled. And you see the numbers I told you with the 137? I'm going to show you something here. This is what I'm talking about, building an actual strategy and a skill set to winning. And we setting this up to win straights, okay, y'all? And knowing why you're playing the numbers. Show you something else. Give you a little treat here. And I appreciate the love. If you're on here and you're viewing and you're looking, I'd appreciate the love if you give the screen a double tap and that'll give it a like to help the channel grow. Just give the actual screen on your phone, a double tap and the like thumb will come up. I know everybody. I don't know what position you is. I know everybody can't help financially, and I understand that. But I mean, if you show me a little love by, doing what you can do, just double tap that screen and make the likes go up. I'd really appreciate it. And that way you're not only helping yourself and me and helping other people learn the truth about PICK-3. That's all I specified, nothing but PICK-3. Because I can give it the gospel, and that's the truth. That's all I can do. So see this one, like I see down here. Let me make sure. I know that this 1-7 and this 3-7 hasn't fell on the front for the whole year. See that? This is where I put the front pairs and back pairs. So I know I'm dealing with this 1-3-7. So I'm gonna definitely play it as I have it on the sheet. But I'm definitely gonna play it. You see the 1-7 on the front ain't failed all year, right? And the 3-7 ain't failed on the front all year. And I'm playing 6-7-3. I'm playing 6. The numbers to play is 6-7-3. Okay. 6-7-3. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. I want to show this. Let me get this in my head where you can understand it. How I want to do it. We know that these fronts ain't failed. Okay. And I'm gonna put. I think I'm gonna put the numbers down here. Maybe it'll help you. I'm gonna put them over 673, right? 137 and 037. Got that? You can see that. I hope you can see it. Now I'm gonna make sure I put the 37 on the front. I'm gonna play 37, 376, 371, and 370. See that? Because the likelihood of that hitting, just like that 92, it could come like that. See what I'm saying? Because it ain't failed all year for the whole year on the front. And I'm going to play this one here since it's got the 1-7 in it that hadn't played all year. I'm going to definitely play it as 1-7-3. So if I play these 50 cent straight, that's how I'm going to play them. And play these here straight box. It's fairly simple if you think about it, y'all. It is so simple. I ain't saying it's easy, but the strategy's simple. And it's good. See that? See I did that? This is something you can put your teeth in. Okay. The doubles. That I would be that I'm thinking I haven't that I'm looking at. Let's see. The only real double that I would be looking at really that if I pick up a double right now, I don't want to spread myself too thin. Don't spread yourself thin. You can track all these numbers, but you can't play them all. Now, when I hit, if I do pick up something on these doubles, it's going to be the 001 and it's 110. That's what I hit. That's what I put here, pick up on. And when I need to fall back, I'll fall back off of those or whatever I need to fall back out. But I'm definitely going to keep these two going and them 888s and these here. That's something you can put your teeth in for your stake. All right. You got any questions and answers? It's question and answer time. Anything I need to go over for anybody? I'm here to help. I'm here. I just, want us all to get in the winner's circle. Show some love, give some love, because I'm retired and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy it because I've developed something here, and I don't mind sharing it with everybody. And it won't be a question you can't ask me that I'm pretty sure I can't answer. I did learn something from a subscriber, though. I don't know how long she's been with me, but she showed me how to find that base number real quick. Made me realize that all the base numbers only had zeros in it. And I had an app that I was using at first, but you can use the app too. But once I do the 1-1 rundown, I usually do the 1-1 rundown on all the numbers anyway, myself when they come in. And then I can easily find the column though. That's why I showed you how to look for the zero, the one with the zero in it, out of the numbers, and you'll easily be able to find the column that the winning number came in under. Man, that was a lifesaver she gave me. But that's why I'm saying the more eyes, the better. And you really need to put your eyes on your numbers in your own state. And no evening numbers bring midday numbers. No midnight numbers bring evening numbers. Numbers don't follow each other. Numbers don't travel. They all do their own thing because they're all random. And random means unpredictable. There's no rhyme or reason how none of those 1,000 numbers going to fall. The only thing we have to use, let me show you another thing. Working with the law of average. Like I said, and I showed it to you already. Let's do, I'll do 1, 2, 3. These numbers have to rotate. They have to change positions. That's what I mean. This 1, 2, 3 has to come 1, 3, 2. And it rotates again with the law of average. It has to come 2, 1, 3. And then it comes 2, 3, 1. That's working with the law of average. They have to rotate to make up the 1,000 numbers. And you got the 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 1. That gives you advantage. It gives you advantage. All right. So I think that's it, family. I don't think I can add any more things to. But like I said, track your numbers for your state. If you got any questions, come to the lives, and I can help you see something you might be missing. And like I said, I really don't give out numbers or anything like that because if you might see something that I miss, you know, for your state, and if I would hate for that to happen, it's pretty involved. What I'm doing here is involved, so I couldn't do this for every state anyway. No, I know it's not wouldn't be advantageous. All right, family. So like I say, play up till they come, make that money out. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. And congratulations to everybody. Hit that 928 to see what I see on it. That 92 hadn't came in a year or so back, just like the double eights. I mean, not a year, but first of the year. All right, everybody. Have a happy holiday season.